Hey guys, welcome to Health. Let's check out this video called. It's a another real life lore video. Okay, I've been reacting to these videos, and I guess I'm back. I said my last video was like the last reaction ever on my channel, but I guess I'm back because I miss doing reactions, and it's been like 2 weeks. Even though I hate doing reactions, part of me doing reactions, I like it, and I kind of started missing out on it, so I guess I'm back, and I'm gonna find another way of doing it, and it's because I was doing reactions non-stop, multiple reactions at once I was doing. So it was like really like headache inducing, like really I was really fed up and I needed some time. So yeah, that's the reality. Okay, but I'm gonna find another way of doing it this time. I'm gonna try. If I don't show up with a lot of videos sometimes, or if I don't even show up sometime, sometimes, so please try to understand then. Okay, let's do this reaction. Okay, it's called how big do tsunamis get? How big do tsunamis get? I always wondered how big they would get. In my opinion, a tsunami would get as big as a 6-story building or 7-story building. I don't think it would go, maybe it would go bigger, but in the movies we see like big gigantic Godzilla looking tsunamis coming up, the destruction movies and stuff like that. What do you call those movies? Is that like, are they called like destruction movies? I don't get it. Like 2012 is another movie, right? You've seen that. I don't know if there's a tsunami in it. I don't remember that much, Yeah, I think there was a tsunami. Or maybe like San Andreas. That's another movie by, The Rock. Go check that out. There's a tsunami there. He rides a fucking tsunami in it. It was fucking cool. That movie was really cool. And not a lot of people appreciate cool stuff, they're always like, oh, it's not intelligent, it's pretty dumb. Really, why does intelligent matter to you so? Why are you obsessed with intelligence so much? Just why can't people be people, man? This good movies, like cool ass movies, come in and go away, but nobody talks about it, and it's like why what's the fucking point? It's just all same with the Godzilla movies, Godzilla versus Kong and all that. Nobody fucking talks about it. Nobody really, some people talk when it releases and then everybody forgets. Really, dude, that movie was so cool. These Godzilla movies and Kong movies were so cool, especially the new Monsterverse. Okay, but I got some sidetracked by there, but let's watch this. How big do tsunamis actually get? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And yeah, if you like this, please like the video. That's one thing that will get me going and continue. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Tsunamis are some of the most powerful and deadliest forces of nature. Within recent memory, you may recall both the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and 2011 Japan tsunami, both of which resulted in catastrophic damage and loss of life.
Oh yeah, the Japanese one is like crazy, dude. The Japanese one is still now talked about in many videos on YouTube, and some people even talk in real life and stuff. It's pretty cool that shit. I mean, it's tragic, okay, but it's really popular stuff, and it's like, man, I can never forget that Japanese stuff, and also like the Indian Ocean. I'm Indian, right? So we know a lot about that tsunami as well. It's pretty cool though. Let's go. And tragic.
Ocean tsunami happened after a massive earthquake struck here in the Indian Ocean. The earthquake itself released more energy than every single explosive detonated in the entire Second World War, including the nuclear bombs. This enormous amount of energy created a tsunami that reached heights of 30 meters high in some places, or about the height of 17 people stacked on top of each other. The wave smashed into Indonesia, South Asia, and the east coast of Africa, punching as deep as 2 kilometers inland from the coast in some places. As you can see from photos like this one, the damage in these places was often extensive. The tragedy claimed the life.
I don't know why people would live next to oceans and like big lakes and all that. I mean, lakes are fine, I guess, but fucking oceans and rivers and shit. I don't know about that to buy land and property. I mean, if you're poor, I get it, and rainy season can really flood things, beachside areas, and I get it. I understand, and it's poor locations, people can't afford money. I understand, but I'm just saying, like, is your life, like, value your life. Don't live next to like oceans and shit. It's really dangerous. Anything can happen. A bad weather can fucking flood everything. A small minor disruption in the environment or weather can fuck things up. And you live next to an ocean, that motherfucker will eat you alive in a second. You got to be very careful.
Lives of around 250,000 people, making it the deadliest tsunami in all of history, while the 2011 Japan tsunami was the costliest in terms of damage. That tsunami was also generated
250,000 people died in Indian Ocean tsunami. Dang, man. I feel so bad for my Indians. Dang.
by an earthquake that created waves as high as 40.5 meters, just about 5 meters
oh
shorter
my
than
God.
the Statue of Liberty.
Even
that came
bigger.
slamming into the Japanese east coast, traveling up to 10 kilometers inland away from the coast. As you can see,
and that whole Japanese land, it's like curved and very thin, and that tsunami, if it was even bigger, probably could have eaten the whole thing, man. It's coming in like to the side, not even like from the north side or anything. It's coming from the east side. It's crazy.
See from photos like this that look like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, with what used to be a road stretching out into the endless ocean, the economic cost to Japan was enormous. An estimated $300 billion in damages was done, more than the entire GDP of South Africa. But these are what are called regular tsunamis, and there is an entire other class of gigantic waves that are simply called mega tsunamis. Unlike a regular tsunami that is created by an earthquake, a mega tsunami is usually created when a massive amount of material suddenly falls into water, which displaces that water into a huge wave. The most tragic and possibly terrifying instance of this happening in recent times was back in 1963 here in Italy, just 100 kilometers north of Venice. The Italian government and a construction company were building what at the time was going to be the largest dam on Earth. The only problem was that they were building this dam with a huge water reservoir the size of a large lake right next to one of the most unstable mountains on the planet. For months leading up to the completion of the dam, there were several minor landslides and other signs that there could be a catastrophe coming, but rather than heed the numerous warning signs, the Italian government actually decided to sue the few journalists reporting on the issue for, quote, undermining the social order. The government and company continued to ignore all the warning signs until it was obvious that the mountain was actually going to collapse directly into the dam's reservoir. The engineers calculated the landslide that would likely occur, lowered the water in the reservoir to what they believed was a safe level, and then actually stood on top of the dam the night that they expected the landslide to occur to watch it all go down. The only problem was, the landslide ended up being over 10 times more powerful than what their calculations had predicted. This is a view of that mountain today. This right here used to be the reservoir, and all the land that's there now came crashing off the mountain from these areas that are now exposed white rock. This tremendous amount of earth and rock fell into the reservoir in a matter of seconds, completely filled the entire reservoir, and generated a wave 250 meters high that flew over the top of the dam and into the villages below.
And you're telling me there's some people standing on that bridge? Say goodbye for them, because this bitch gonna eat them alive.
The wave was almost the same height as the Transamerica building in San Francisco for some reference, and caused an impact crater 60 meters deep and 80 meters wide when it slammed into the ground on the other side of the dam. If you were standing from this angle looking up at the dam at the exact moment that the wave came over it, the entire sky that you see in this picture would be completely covered by water. This photo was taken in the town of Longarone, which before the mega tsunami looked like this, but afterwards looked like this, completely destroyed. Around 2,000 people lost their lives.
Completely, like, almost like it got stomped by a fucking big-ass foot. Holy shit.
In the accident. But it's not actually the largest mega tsunami, even in recent history.
Largest mega tsunami? Even bigger than this?
Mega tsunami that happened here in Lituya Bay, Alaska, back in 1958. A powerful earthquake caused a massive...
I'm glad these things happened, like, back in 60s and 50s, 1950s. You know, it didn't happen in recent times, because it would be even more tragic for us, because, you know, we're close to that generation. This is 50s and 60s are like past generations, and they probably felt the impact of that, and so many people, mourning, so many people's deaths and losses. So, man.
Landslide to occur here at the backside of the bay. The huge amount of land that came crashing into the bay created a titanic wave 525 meters high that slammed into this part of the bay, completely went over it and smashed into the other side here, causing huge amounts of damage to the rest of the bay and destroying millions of trees. The height of this wave was over 100 meters higher than the tip of the Empire State Building and just 16 meters short of the recently built One World Trade Center.
I mean, like the tallest human, he's probably like 6 feet. This motherfucker is 1,722 feet. That is insane.
In New York City. But even this is tiny in comparison to some prehistoric mega tsunamis.
The tallest human is probably like 7, 8 feet or something.
The largest tsunami generated from a landslide happened around 1.5 million years ago in Hawaii, on the Pacific island of Molokai. At some point around that time, about 1/3 of the northern portion of the volcano collapsed into the ocean and generated a wave 600 meters high, which would have completely inundated the entire island of Molokai and wreaked havoc on the rest of the island chain. This wave would have been about the height of 4 Great Pyramids of Giza stacked on top of each other, but even that pales in comparison to the largest ever known mega tsunami.
Just imagine, like literally imagine real life Egypt. You've seen them in the videos, right? You imagine the human size next to the Pyramid of Giza, Egypt, imagine that. And 4 pyramids on top of them. That's how big the wave was? You telling me literally a fucking Godzilla came in? Holy shit.
Which was caused by an asteroid. About 66 million years ago, the same asteroid that likely killed the dinosaurs also caused possibly the largest mega tsunami in all of Earth's history when it crashed into the modern-day Gulf of Mexico. The asteroid was 10 kilometers in diameter and released an unbelievable 100
Also, isn't it fucking scary that an asteroid can come from anywhere and hit our planet Earth and can kill all of us like how it killed the fucking dinosaurs? I can't believe all the dinosaurs are dead by a fucking foreign object falling into the planet. And it's just fucking weird to me. Even that shit is weird to me. Imagine like any asteroid can come right about now. It can come in and crash us all. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so scary, dude. And this thing happened before, like, I guess after the dinosaurs died, sometime around there. That's crazy, man.
Tons of TNT worth of energy. For comparison, the Tsar Bomba, which is the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated, released
I seen
only
that video. I did the reaction on that about the Tsar Bomba shit. Okay, I got some really a lot of dislikes because I went kind of political on there and said some things I shouldn't have said, but whatever.
Billionth of that same amount of energy. You would need 2 million Tsar bombs to release this same amount of energy,
2 million!
which caused an equally unbelievable wave of up to 5 kilometers
3.1 miles
high that smashed into the Gulf Coast states of the modern-day United.
Like, imagine 3 miles distance on the road. It's already too long. Imagine that level of height. Holy shit. Imagine seeing it right in front of your face like that. So big. You can't even see the top of it from down here. Like, holy shit.
States. That's higher than the Matterhorn in the Alps. By about 500
I mean, if this is the fucking mountain, you're probably like, there's like a lamppost here. You're probably a fucking ant. Like the child of an ant. Very small, microscopically small here, somewhere on this. And you're telling me this tsunami was that big? Oh my god. Something about large bodies of water really like gives me like a heart attack type of like anxiety and breathtaking. Just too much for me. Like how you stand on top of a big mountain and look down, or top of a big building and then look down and shit. That's, the feeling, right? That's how large bodies of water really scare me. Even though I did learn swimming and all that, I know how to swim. It's been like years now since I did it, but even then I'm really scared. The swimming pool alone kind of scared me. for as long as I learned. It's just, oh my god.
Extra meters. In fact, the height is higher than all of the mountains in the entire Alpine mountain range. These waves were so big that if they were to have happened in the Indian Ocean, the entire island of Madagascar would have been completely submerged underwater for a time. Imagine being on an island the size of Madagascar in this scenario.
Like right now, imagine like the water is up to your chest. Like imagine that shit. No matter where the fuck you are, the water is above your chest, and sometimes when you go far outside somewhere to the grocery shop or Walmart or whatever the fuck it is, supermarket, the water can go up there and almost like the first floor of your house, Imagine that. I mean, from a tsunami, that shit is almost nothing. You probably get even higher levels of water and you probably will die. Holy shit, imagine, that's so fucking scary. This is why, holy shit, I didn't expect like tsunamis to be that big, as big as a fucking mountain. I don't know. I always thought like it's like 7-story building or maybe 12-story building, the biggest probably. I didn't think like it's gonna be like a fucking Burj Khalifa type of big shit, like Mount Everest shit. I didn't think that.
Absolutely no escape from the clutches of the ocean's waves, no matter how high on the land that you can get to. It's a weird thought, but at least it happened 66 million years ago, and there's really no fear of something like that ever happening again, right? Unless the 0.00001% chance of one of the Canary Islands collapsing into the ocean during your lifetime happens, which would cause a tsunami about 1 kilometer high and would probably wipe out the entire east coast of the United States. Unless that happens, then no, probably not. But
all it takes is a fucking ripple on any part of our oceans, man. Any place in our ocean, a small like a shaking, like a decent amount of ripple, and the motherfucker gonna make a wave that will create such a insane amount of tsunami. And these waves don't stop, man. It's like infinite space where when you float in space, and if there's nothing to stop you, just keep floating, man. You can't, no matter how much you do this shit and move your arms and legs, you're just gonna keep fucking floating. It's like that, and the wave will definitely hit the edges of the surface. And we, like 70% of the planet or our Earth is all water, and we don't even know what's in it. So like we're the minority in this, in our own fucking planet. Holy shit. And the population keeps rising from day to day. It's like we were like 7 billion just like almost a decade ago, and now we're 8 billion. Holy shit.
It's still fun to think about. This video has been brought to you by Audible.com.
Is it fun to think about, really?
180,000 audiobooks in almost every genre you can imagine. You can get a free 30-day trial today by going to audible.com/Reallifelore. You can get a completely free audiobook of your choice, and if you liked the video that you just watched, then why not read a little more about how insane tsunamis can get by picking up a copy of Krakatoa, the day the world exploded.
This is insane!
I didn't have enough time to cover every tsunami-related story in this short video, so give it a listen with your free 30-day trial by going to audible.com/Reallifelore.
Alright, man.
Go check out this video by...
These sponsors
See you next time.
These fucking sponsors are going out of their own... out of touch. Like, how big do you need to advertise your sponsor? Really, you just extending your video to almost 10 minutes. Come on, man. All right, but it's I can't believe the tsunamis go that big. It's crazy, dude. Okay, but yeah, the tsunamis are crazy. Okay, and also like I wonder what the fuck like really is underwater. I would love to know what's underwater. What can we find? And I hope we have like a technology, like we know like sonar technology and metal detecting technology and these sailors or whatever that go on expeditions on their ship or boat, not ship, but like motor boats and stuff. They have like this technology that can sense what's underwater, and it actually captures images and shit. Go check out this thing called the what do you call it? The Baltic Sea anomaly. Go check that out. It's a documentary. It's on YouTube available. Go check it out. They found something like a crash site of a UFO, man. Like 2 UFOs. Like it's fucking, and they look like well, that Han Solo guy uses his ship. I forgot his ship's name from Star Wars. They look like that. It's fucking weird. But then when they went down there, they could only put so much money and go in there. They went down there and it looked like a fucking rocks or some shit. Dark volcanic type of rocks. It's weird. It's not even volcanic. It's kind of weird, dude. Nobody talks about it either. There's like 2 UFOs down there and we don't know what the fuck that is. And one of the main UFO there, it kind of looks like it has stairs on it, and in the somewhere in the side or the middle there's a hole. And nobody knows what the fuck is in that hole. So it's like fucking weird. And it's hard to see underwater too. So it's like they wasted their opportunity by not exploring it properly. So fuck. All they got was a bunch of rocks. And apparently their mobile phones or like their smartphones lost all the fucking connection signal or whatever as soon as they got close to it. It's weird, man. And this is what I'm saying with the tsunamis. We don't know 70% of the planet Earth. We don't know shit. We don't know shit what's in the water. And this whole fucking tsunami shit is just like a small effect on the like a small effect on water can fucking create big tsunamis. I can't believe this shit. This water, large bodies of water has always scared me. Always scared me. Even though I'm not that scared in swimming or whatever, but if I were to be dropped into a fucking ocean, I would be fucking, I might get a heart attack, literally. My heart might fucking stop. It's fucking insane, dude. Like really, what if you were to be dropped from a big building down? You will fucking lose your your heart is gonna be exploded before you reach and fall and die. It's like that for me with the large bodies of water. Okay, so tsunamis, fascinating subject. I wonder what the biggest has yet to happen, because we haven't reached it's gonna happen, dude. One day some meteor is gonna fall, and we're gonna be wiped off really badly. Holy shit. Okay, so that's my reaction. I hope you really enjoyed this. Right now I'm doing all the reactions at once, so it's kind of like a headache shit. But next time I'm gonna do it on my own, one video per day. But I'll combine all of them, and I'm gonna upload them like always once a week. Okay, you'll be covered for the rest of the week with all the content that you'll get. Okay, but I guess I'm back. And this tsunami shit is really interesting. So I hope you really enjoyed this. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye.